What is up, everybody? It's your girl Juju the Master Manifester, and I am back with another video. Alrighty. I'm gonna give my clients some time to come in. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. So I've already prayed over the cards, called on the positive ancestors and spirits to step forward for my client. Pay attention to the lyrics and the music. That's going to be a good indication of what the spirits are saying, as well as the energy that they're portraying. Alrighty. Hey, Annava. Alrighty. My client's question is, how can I stay on this path of positivity? So I love that question. Definitely feeling the vibes. The first song that was playing was Try Me by TK Soul. The second song is Sir Charles Jones, Friday. So it's definitely giving blues music. So this would be like a southern ancestor that's in the frequency. Okay. Sure thing. Okay. By Miguel, sure thing. All right, Dream, you ready to get started? Just to go over your question again. How can I stay on this path of positivity? My house too big. I need a Wi-Fi extender. You know what? Those are the only problems I want in my life. Folks too rich for me. All right. So first I'm going to start off and see what spirit is in her frequency that wants to give her this message. So I'm going to shuffle out of my oracle decks. We got Supernatural South, the Oracle. And then we got Skinfolk Mediumship Oracle by yours truly. All three of these decks are by me. And lastly, we got Mysteries of the Universe Oracle. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle out the cards. Who's the spirits in her frequency that want to give this message? All right. Just a couple. Okay, couple. We got two there. Alright. Definitely women. I'm picking up a lot of feminine energy. They on your ass too. I'm gonna just say that. But I don't know who about to step out. I'm just looking at all the cards that was coming out at first. Whoa. Oh, it's just too many now. Deceased cousin. Do you have a deceased cousin you know? Alrighty. Generational trauma. Alright, some generational trauma coming up with relationships, pertaining to relationships. So Alright, so Spirit is speaking that you have mediumship abilities that you need to be way more tapped into. Let me see, because I'm not understanding the So I'm seeing the women step up. This is like different generations of women in the family stepping up. Let me try again with the and see who comes out. Who's the spirits who want to step forward and give this message? You have a high vibrational spirit here, though. So this is like a young cousin. You sure you don't know no cousin that passed away at a younger age? 7 to 15 years old. Let me see. Could possibly be a boy. You want to share anything else about your spirit? The Blackfoot wants to come up. Die from mental illness. Yeah, it's a man. Okay, so if you don't know this spirit, there is a male in your frequency, a deceased cousin. If you don't know him, maybe he passed away. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Deceased uncle. So the uncle is here as well. Okay, so it's actually quite a bit of spirit stepping forward, but I would rather us to focus on the ones that's coming through clearly. So we have the young guy who passed away between the ages of 7 and 15 from a mental illness. And then you have your uncle stepping forward. Okay, so these are high vibrational spirits. Well, at least the uncle is. And you already know this is your uncle because this card comes out and this look like you. That's what's the cutest thing about this to me. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put it like this. There are some unknown spirits in your frequency that you do not know of that are stepping forward, that are unable to really communicate, but they are speaking on generational trauma, okay? They're talking about childhood sexual abuse, okay? So I think that it's very important at this time to pay attention to generational trauma, like different patterns that show up in your family. And it's important to just make sure that you're being mindful of these things and how they pass down the line, okay? So you want to be very mindful of that. So this song is called Surrender by Cut Close. All right, so you have the cousin, you have the uncle. See, this man looks very similar. So I would say that this cousin is possibly related to you through this uncle. So it might not be by blood per se, but what they want you to understand is not all family is by blood. Not I stopped the song at 111. Oh, okay. The generational trauma is showing up, the mental illness, depression, anxiety, mood swings, paranoia, or hallucinations. So this younger spirit wants you to focus more on the crown chakra and also the third eye chakra because that is in the head area. And it's very important for you to be able to receive downloads at this time, okay? Have a lot of spirits, like I said, in the frequency. And it could be very confusing at times because you don't understand what's all these thoughts, what's all these emotions, what's all these impressions that I'm making. It's your spiritual gifts that are activating. So you want to be more mindful, and you also want to work on sharpening these gifts. I think that you've already been made aware of the generational traumas in your family that you need to heal from. So this is not news to us. We are very aware of the sexual trauma that they're speaking on, and mental illness. And so when it comes to mental illness, so the uncle is wanting to kind of get more into that, okay? So I think what he's implying is there are spirits that is coming from his side that are in your frequency that want to connect, but they're not mentally in the best place. You know, for example, like this younger spirit passed away from mental illness, okay? So this is showing that this is what led up to their death. So that's not the best thing, okay? So you want to be very mindful of the mental headspace that you're in, okay? They're speaking on raising your vibration. I think that your vibration is raising, but with all of this paranormal activity around you, you definitely need to be cleansing a lot more, okay? So you need to take a spiritual bath, all right? So you can do the Florida water spiritual bath, but they want you to be doing your cleansings like every week, okay? Also for your job, you know, you talk to a lot of people, and that's even coming up. It's just like an emphasis on multiple people, okay? Like here, okay? So there's multiple people, and I think that you're also an empath, so you have to be mindful not to take on everyone's energy unless it's positive energy, okay? And even if it's not negative per se, if it's not positive, then it's negative, okay? So I want to say that again. If it's not positive, then it's negative. So you want to make sure you're mindful of this. So this these spirits want you to start wearing the amethyst or having the amethyst on you when you work. This will actually help. It's like amethyst is like a protective stone, okay? But it's very nurturing. So it's similar to black tourmaline, where it's like that protector, but it's soft. It has a softness to it. You can also use rose quartz, because rose quartz has that similar energy where it's very soft and feminine, but it's very powerful and strong and protective, okay? So those are the two crystals that's coming up for you, okay? Yeah. Let me see. Dream said, yeah, you right. Schoolgirl said, hi. Hello. Dream said, okay, got it. Schoolgirl said, oh. Huh? Ma'am. What? What's going on? Huh? Dream said, yes. Oh my God, I was saying it. What were you saying, Dream? What were you saying? Type it out for me so I can know. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to move into what the actual message is. How do you stay on the path of positivity? So let's talk to the uncle. Okay, he's a familiar spirit. He's high vibrational. We talked to him. Okay, he's just really emphasizing you have to rise above this generational trauma. And there's an emphasis. The bed is coming up. I think that was your reading where I was telling you you have to cleanse your bed. I think I was speaking on putting the Bible under the bed or by the front door. But now the bed is coming up, so you need to cleanse your bed as well, okay? You can even spray some Florida water on your bed, because whatever's taking place in this bed, I don't know if there's just like, it could be like you know what I'm saying? And you're kind of like, okay, you're absorbing all this stuff during the day through your job and just all these other things happening. And then you go lay in your bed and it's like there's nowhere else for this energy to release itself. So you need to start cleansing before bed. So I'm going to recommend you do a spiritual bath. I mean, if you get a spiritual bath from me, I can make it for the shower as well. So basically you would just pour it into your towel, like lather your towel, pour the spiritual bath in there, and then bathe yourself with it, okay? Make sure your body's already clean though. So take your shower first and then use the spiritual bath. But this is a way to make sure you're cleansing before bed. You're going to have to do this, okay? Spirit is speaking on this. There's also emphasis on your hair, okay? Spirit wants you to make sure that you keep your scalp clear, okay? I think this has come up for you before, but there's another emphasis on this because of the heightened paranormal activity around you at this time. And it's not negative energy. It's just people around that have mental health issues, that have mental health issues, okay? So this can be a problem because, as we know, sometimes with these spirits in your frequency, you start to feel and think like the spirits and the energies around you. You might not know where it's coming from, but if you're not careful, you could be thinking this is you know, your own feelings, and it's not. Okay, so just be mindful of that. All right, uncle. How can she stay on this path of positivity? I think that he wants you to just stay focused on the things that you've manifested. If you ever have a question of, are you doing the right thing? As long as you're taking care of yourself and taking care of the things that you've manifested, aka maintaining the things you've manifested. Like, for instance, your house, how you manifested your house. Well, long as you're putting your money, your resources, and taking that time, and, you know, like how you were saying, before you got the house, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z when I get the house. Make sure you're honoring what you said you were going to do. Don't slip back into like hoarding your money or feeling like there's never enough. You got to put that into things that you are serious about. Even spirits, even speaking on your spiritual journey. So investing more into learning more into your mediumship abilities. Okay. So your next readings need to be focused on the mediumship abilities. Okay. Maybe I'm seeing like your next 2 to 3 readings need to be focused on this. Okay. It's very important. All right. So let me ask Uncle, how can she stay on this path of positivity? Okay, you got a new bed. Well, you could just make sure you're not doing the same things that you're doing with your old bed, because I feel like they've said this message before. So just because you replace the bed doesn't mean that it'll change. Look what's on the bottom of the deck, family. So it doesn't mean it's going to change. You have to change the way that you're going about it. Make sure before you touch that bed, you take a shower. And your shower has to have, you have to take that spiritual bath, okay? And they're saying it like you have to do this every night. So this is important to them, okay? Let me see. I'll order a deck as soon as well. Awesome. Yeah, the mediumship deck would be good. The Skinfolk mediumship deck is good. Mysteries of the Universe Oracle is good. Of course, I'm going to recommend my decks because all of the decks were created from my own spiritual experiences. So, you know, I recommend these decks, and I also recommend you creating your own Oracle deck, okay? So this is important. They really want you to focus on your mediumship because I think that you're going to be helping people. You got to understand, mediumship is not just divination. Mediumship is being tapped into the spirit realm to the point where you can channel messages and you can give messages to other people. You don't have to use your gift to share with other people. You can use it for yourself. But it's important that you develop these abilities because it has something to do with your path and staying on a positive path. Spirit is also speaking on you helping people. You have to do something for a living where you're helping people because that's what's going to give you a sense of a purpose. Okay. All right. All right, Uncle, how can she stay on this path of positivity? Compassion. This is exactly what he was already saying. He's showing you the world. You have to have balance though, like helping people, helping your spirits, helping your ancestors, and making sure you're good within yourself, making sure you're not giving so much that you're not receiving anything. There has to be more of a balance, okay? Even with your ancestors. That's why, you know, your uncle stepped forward as well, because he wants you to understand that these spirits that's coming around at this time, they are more in a low vibrational period. So whatever you put in your prayer for the bloodline, make sure you add something to the extent of I'm so blessed and grateful me and my family are free from mental illnesses, okay? Make sure you put that, and you have to continue praying for your bloodline, okay? Anytime you feel those low vibrations of fear, lack, poverty, anything low vibrational, okay? Anytime you get to feeling that, that's when you have to make sure that you pray, okay? All right. Also, what's coming up is friendship. So this is mentorship as well as you just manifesting more positive relationships in your life, okay? I think that the mediumship is going to help you because you're going to be more tapped in with your spiritual gifts, okay? Your spiritual gifts are going to help you meet more people, okay? And help more people, okay? So that's good. Let's see. Uncle, what does she need to do in order to stay on this path of positive energy? What does she need to do? Well, look, master ancestor DNA adaptation. So your ancestors are telling you, your uncle's telling you, you come from a strong bloodline. You really do. And you have to learn to adapt to life. Don't stay down for too long, you know, doubting yourself or feeling like you can't do something or you're not good enough to do something because you come from a strong DNA. And he's saying it like you can reinvent yourself as many times as you want, okay? Nobody's telling you you can't be this, you can't be that. You can be as many things as you want to be. It's all about, you know, the energy that you have and what you put out. you know, into the world. And also what you can physically do, you know, like nobody's saying you can't, you know, work your job, you know, have a career, but also build a business as well. Nobody's telling you can't do that. Okay, so what also is coming up is mineral. So this is interesting because I was just speaking to you about the crystals. Okay, so pay attention to the earth element, which makes a lot of sense because you got the earth coming up here. You also have the earth coming up here. Okay, this uncle of yours is very like, he gives me like philanthropist vibes of, or like just somebody that was so about helping the community. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he was like that in real life, but he was all about community. I could see why he's pushing you. He's definitely involved within your mentorship because, you know, he wants you to not be distrustful of people, because you have had experiences in life where you can't trust people and trust that they have your best interest at heart. But he's saying that you have manifested this, and he has helped you do this because he knows. Look what's on the bottom of the deck, girl. Actor, performer. Is this not you all the freaking way? Wow. So he's acknowledging like your dreams in life, your aspirations. And he's just saying that in order to get to this point to where you are an actress, you have to do a lot of more creativity. You do a lot of more creative projects because your mind has to be like operating on that frequency. You know what I'm saying? Because being an entertainer or a performer, you have to really like be right side of the brain. You know, creativity and inspiration and passion, that energy, you know? So that is coming up. Wow, so he was a Mason. He always told people, wow. So yeah, that's definitely coming up for him. Let me ask. All right. Uncle, how can she, I'm going to ask one more time. How can she stay on this path of positivity? How can she stay on this path of positivity? All right. Teacher, knowledge. So this is mentorship, but also connecting with your ancestors. Look, girl, no motherfucking cap. No motherfucking cap. Listen, this is so he's talking about the meditation. This has never came up, but this is reminding me of when we did that meditation in the mountains. And if y'all remember, it was like a pond at the bottom of the mountain. So I don't know if y'all remember that meditation, but this is exactly what popped up in my head. So he definitely wants us to do more group meditations, which we've done so many this year, but we got to keep up with those. That is also going to help with the mental health issues, okay? If that comes up, just know that that is not your own thoughts. That is the thoughts of the energies around you. And it's just more of getting more in tune with the mediumship ability so you understand what's your energy and what is a spirit's energy, okay? That can sometimes be very confusing because you might not understand the difference between the two because it's going to be very similar to or familiar, okay? So just be very, 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 very mindful of that. Have compassion for these spirits, you know, pray, ask God to, you know, alleviate some of these things for yourself, your living family, and also your deceased family. But also you stay focused on your mentorship, stay focused on, you know, your spiritual journey and developing these gifts, because these gifts have to be developed. This is just not something that you just, boom, you just automatically gonna just master. You know, you have to practice. And I think the mediumship deck is a good start because you can pull your own cards, and you also, you know, get you some oracle decks as well. I recommend mine, of course, but there's also several other ones. I have some of them in my Amazon storefront, but there's several other ones. You could just look on Amazon and just like, you know, shop around and see what you find. But yes, ma'am, this is your reading. Do you have any questions? It was pretty straightforward, straight to the point. Uncle wants you to just stay on your path. He feels like what's most important is the things you've manifested, because there was a time where you was like, once I get this, like I'm doing this, this, and this. And it's like, he wants you to stick to it. If you say you're going to do something, do it. It doesn't have to be at this very moment, but he wants you to be very meticulous, write things down. Look, the mentorship is important for you, okay? Look, you're showing up in orange, okay? This is the sacral chakra. The orange is coming up. The orange is coming up here, here, and here, and here. Even with the crystals, the mineral card, this is giving me tiger's eye energy. So you need to work with the tiger's eye. For your meditations, it's going to help you connect more with the native ancestry, as well as like the indigenous ancestors. So this is like the African ancestry. Okay. Awesome. I cannot wait. You're going to learn a lot with the deck. But I want you to work on your own deck as well too, because you can take the messages that you've been getting like in your readings and turn that into your own personal deck, like mine here. This is how I came up with is this Mysteries of the Mysteries of the Universe is just like this version that I made myself, but I turned it into these cards, this whole deck here. So yeah, just go ahead and start working on your own deck. Let's see if we can get any messages from this deck. I haven't used this one in ages. I have so many cards in this deck. So let's see. Any final words that Uncle has for you? Any final words? How she can stay on her path of positivity. Let's see. Okay, let's see. How can she stay on her path of positivity? Okay. This deck is entirely too big. What the hell? What be going on in the chat? I just be confused and I be looking at. Look, hoodoo is in your spiritual path. Your Christian mindset is holding you back. Brown sugar, melanin, third eye, natural black woman, good skin. I want some of your brown sugar, yearning, flame, lust, thickness. I love your essence. So Spirit is just saying that you're such a beautiful black woman. You have to learn to love yourself more, all the imperfections or things that you perceive as imperfections, because you would be so surprised how people perceive you. Okay. So just work on, loving you more. Continue on that path of like loving you more. Okay. Love you more than anybody else. You got to. Okay. They're also bringing up hoodoo and saying that is in your spiritual path. The Christian mindset actually goes hand in hand with hoodoo, but it's just a different mentality. It's a different verbiage, okay? So what he's speaking about with the mindset, with the Christian mindset, sometimes we tend to wait for a better outcome to come, or we tend to sit back and wait until we're blessed with something. But what he wants you to understand is there are ways to take control over your own situation. It's not to say that you're replacing God or you're doing God's work or God's will, but it is saying that you acknowledge that you have a role in making things happen for yourself. So instead of sitting back waiting on something to happen, being more proactive about it, okay? Writing petitions, doing releases when you immediately feel it in your spirit to do this, okay? Not waiting until, later on, So this is very important. He wants you to be more proactive, using your own gifts to navigate, okay? You also got the angel number 999, which represents chapters ending and new chapters emerging. Release what no longer serves you, okay? Manifest but heal first. Codependency is indicated. So they're still saying that there's some codependency coming up for you. So if you're not sure what they're referencing with the codependency, just sit and think, who in my life am I codependent on? And you can even meditate on this as well. Look, The World card is still coming up. It says imbalance, change your mentality, narc tendencies, dead end, find another route. So this is speaking on, usually this indicates like a person in your life that is kind of like distracting, okay? A narcissist type tendencies, okay? So if people come into your life and they want you to bend over backwards for them, remember what he was saying with having compassion, but make sure you have enough to give for yourself. So if people are coming around and they want you to always say yes, 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 it's okay to say no. Don't think that by always saying yes, that's always going to make people fuck with you more. Because yeah, those people might fuck with you, but I hate to say it, but they might be users. So make sure that the right people are getting your energy, and also focus on putting more positive energy out into the world. That's just why I keep recommending, the content, because that is how you put out positive energy into the world. Okay? You just never know who's watching. So be mindful of that and just continue doing what you're doing, staying on your path, and staying connected to the positive spirits in your frequency. This was your reading, Dream. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to the positive spirits who stepped forward for her. You guys may go back to the spirit realm. Goodbye. Hold on to my love. Thank you, girl. I'm going to rewatch and write down everything. Thank you so much, Dream, for booking. Thank you guys for watching. If anybody's interested in joining my mentorship or booking a personal reading, as well as shopping crystals, crystal jewelry, incense, or any other spiritual products, I have all my links down below in the description box. Thank you guys for watching. This is Juju the Master Manifester, and I am out.